right, guys, we are back. So Revan, sorry, I got all kinds of crazy audio in my ear. I think it's coming from this game. But we're about to get this one started, a best of 5. We got Domination Octane to kick things off. Key to victory for both teams.
Key to victory, Octane, it's all about your assault rifles. If you're able to lock down the power positions on the map, you could give some good cover fire to whoever's going to put their life on the line and dive on that B flag. So holding that broken Jeep, holding top pawn, top motel, as well as that blue dumpster in the bus area, that's going to be the key to winning this game. And I think the SMGs are going to have a lot to say on this map.
You think the SMGs more than the AR players?
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, people are like, okay, I'm just going to use an AR, post up here, but as people have figured out this game, they figure out the right places to throw smoke grenades, and the SMGs have been able to be a lot more effective on this map, as well as just being a nuisance, going to the other team's home flag, neutralizing that. The SMGs are able to make a lot of plays on this map.
SMGs, all right. So if we're going to be taking B, do you need trophy systems, first of all, or do you think we'll see something where they get 3 down and people just jump on it as a squad?
I don't necessarily think you need a trophy system just because it is kind of hard to get a perfect grenade onto B, but you definitely, if you don't have a trophy system, you want blast shield on. That's going to allow you to live through the grenade. So if your team doesn't have the spots necessary to jump on the B flag, if they don't have trophy systems, you want blast shield, but also a smoke grenade could do some work as well.
I love it. Our switcher is going to the camera that Ron is moving as you speak. So we have our players in the lobby. We got Attach here. We got Pac-Man. We got Looney and Wheat. So we got Zuma, Reap, and Study. Last man we're waiting for. I believe it's just Saints. As soon as he's here, we're going to get this one going. I can't wait to see the new broadcaster mode.
Yeah, apparently
updated.
They gave us some new features, so now you could name the 2 teams which are playing, which is going to help a lot. I mean, before what we would do is we'd put up an overlay ourselves and just cover the team graphics with the graphics of the teams that are playing.
Yeah, so shout out to Infinity Ward for the latest patch. Just waiting on Saints. As soon as he gets in, we will get this one started. So apologies for the delays, guys. Not always easy to do these things over Xbox Live.
Oh, yeah. Online always has its complications, but if you guys don't know what's going on right now, of course, take a look at the bottom of the screen. Hashtag Scuf Showdowns. Hashtag one of the team names. You have a 50% shot at being right, and then from there, you could possibly win yourself one of these Scuf controllers. Now,
I'm kind of jealous that we can't participate in this voting because I
already sent out a few tweets.
I feel very lucky right now. Yeah, sorry, Revan. You already got a Scuf.
I got a Scuf.
You're good to go.
Getting another one too. I'm starting to build up a little Scuf collection.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got a whole drawer of Scufs these days.
Almost. I gave away my 360 Scuf to my brother, so now he's using that. He plays a lot of Black Ops 2
now?
still. I think he is a lot better than when he was with a default controller, just because you could do so much more with this Scuf controller.
Older or younger brother?
Older.
And have you always been better than him at video games, or did he once dominate you?
Maybe when I was around 2 or 3 years old, he was kicking my butt in Mario Party, but I think right now I'm the best gamer in the family.
Revan's brother, don't let him talk like that. All right, so my older brother is also worse than I am at video games, which is saying something.
Wait, he's worse than you?
Yeah, that's saying something. Except sports games, I'm not going to lie. He whoops me in Madden. But all right, still waiting on Saints. As soon as he is here, we're going to kick this one off. Let's talk through the rest of these game modes. Domination Octane, who are you taking?
Dom on Octane, I think this one's going to go to Rise.
Rise Nation. All right, S&D Freight.
S&D Freight, I think it's going to be a close one, but Rise.
Rise again.
Yeah.
Now, looking through, I'm just going to call out some of these KDs once again. Attach and S&D, a 1.43.
Yeah.
Looney and S&D, a 1.2. Pac-Man, he's at 0.73 as the bomb carrier, which is not terrible for any of the objective players. And then Wheats is there at 0.98. On the other side, the highest we got in S&D is going to be Study, Saints, and Zoom all around 105, 106. So I'm not disagreeing with your Game 2 pick. But when it comes to Blitz, what are you expecting as we're going to see Octane once again?
Coming to Blitz, well, firstly, Octane Blitz is a kind of fluky. You're going to see the map just kind of flooded with smoke grenades and everybody just mad dashing to the opponent's side of the base. Could potentially be a very high-scoring game, but it's going to come down to who could win the trades. I think that one will go to Denial, and I think Game 4, Domination on Sovereign, I think Rise will close it out there and take it 3-1.
I'm excited. All right, so Rise taking it 3-1. I'm hoping for a Game 5. We'll see if it gets there, but let us know, guys. Right now it appears 73% of you think Rise Nation is going to take it, and for good reason. They're on top of the Season 1.3 leaderboard here for the MLG COD League, and I think we have a graphic for the overall standings. So let's take a look at that and show you how these teams have fared so far. Now, arguably, Rise has had an easier schedule than a lot of the teams. Denial, they've run into a few of the front runners so far, but have handled things pretty well.
So right now, Rise, they're in first place. They have 6 wins, only 1 loss. So they're doing pretty well in the league so far. In second place, you got Optic Gaming. They're 5-2. Team Caliber, third place, 5-3. And then fourth place is this Denial squad. They are 5-2. So only 1 game separates both these teams from first and fourth.
Right. So it's going to be interesting. Can Denial get something going tonight? Here's a look at the overall leaderboard. And you'll see really that 5-3 trap between 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and even 7th place. Denial above everything else. Even if they don't beat Rise Nation, they want to go 2 or at least 1-1 tonight. But getting a win over the number 1 seed would be enormous for them as they're battling to get to the top of this heap. Remember, last season they started near the top, but really slowly drifted and fell to the bottom of our top 8.
Yeah, also it was recently announced today that Elevate, they no longer hold that spot in the league. They actually sold it to Noble Gaming. So Noble Gaming, they're going to try to fill out their roster. Sitting at the bottom, 0-8. They got a rough spot to try to climb in. But, I mean, looking at the 2 teams above them, they only got 2 wins. So it's definitely possible for Noble Gaming to come back into this. But tonight it's all about Rise and Denial Esports. I'm hoping for a 3-1 here for Rise. You're hoping for Game 5. But in the meantime, we are still waiting on Saints to enter the game. Octane Domination. Guys, keep hashtagging Scuf Showdowns as well as hashtagging which team you think will win. Right now, as the poll stands, 72% of you guys think Rise will take it and only 28% voting for Denial. So Rise the fan favorites here.
All right, Revan, as we're waiting, let's take a look at some of the DLC that is available now for Call of Duty Ghosts. And I got to get your thoughts here. Shipment is back. Have you played it,
back?
new in Ghost?
I haven't bought any DLC in Ghost, so no, I haven't.
No DLC at all?
I haven't bought DLC since Call of Duty 4.
Okay, I honestly can't give you crap because I haven't done it personally. I've been on the road too much. But I was watching a lot of streams last night, and Shipment looks like a lot of fun. I'm wondering, we asked the pros at the start of Season 3 if they'd be open to any new game modes. Everyone said no, instantly. But I'm wondering, what game modes out there are worth picking up and trying out for the competitive things? If you guys have an idea as a fan at home who plays all the new DLC, let us know. What maps are you liking so we can potentially fit some in for Season 4? Guys, we need to throw it to another commercial break. Apologies for the delay. As soon as Saint is here, we will get it started up. And actually, as I say that, Saints just joined the lobby. So I'm expecting Attach to start it up. And here we go, Revan. It's time to kick things off. Let's throw it to our loading screen as we take a look at Octane.
Octane Domination. Take a look at these map fly-throughs, man. So you see the initial spawns, the bad spawns for both teams. Whenever you're spawning at this A flag and you get a spawn in your backstrip, that's when you know things are going wrong for you. You never want to be spawning near that side of the map. And on the flip side of things, if you have C flag in your control and you spawn all the way in your back pawn, that's when you need to start to panic and things start getting crazy once that happens.
There's that B flag in the middle of the map. Head glitch is so important to get posted up on. And of course, it's all about getting 3 down for the enemy team. Let's get into the action as we take a look at our scoreboard. And I want to figure out, how do I get to, we're going to hide the helpers. Yep. Now, how do I switch up the team names? Have you figured this one out yet, Ryan?
I have not figured it out yet.
All right, let's go.
You got 10 seconds to figure it out.
I can't. So much pressure. All right, we're just going to start things off with Wheats. Here we go, guys. Let's kick it off. We got Denial on top. Fortunately, their gamer tags will tell us it all. And here's a look at Zuma, though. I think he's going to be our key player from this Denial squad. He's got some of the best stats for his team, including an overall 1.09 KD. He averages 22 kills per respawn game mode. And I like this pick, starting with a sniper rifle here in Domination.
Yeah, so he had an overkill class. He had a SMG out first so he could get right to this Jeep off the beginning. Unfortunately, he missed his early snipes on the player running bottom pawn. And now he's just trying to zone out this guy over near top motel. He's going to get picked off in the side, but interesting start out for Zuma right there. Didn't make anything happen with it, though.
Wheats is going to open up with 2 kills from that top window, and now you're watching as Replays is actually behind enemy line. So showing you the mini-map, Replays is that white arrow at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. His teammates just cleared out B, only 1 player to beat, and you can see Replays is going to get A, his teammates on that B flag. Let's go over to Zuma, and there you see a 3 cap to start the game against Rise Nation.
Huge kills made by Zuma. He's going to be able to stay alive now, and Rise Nation, they're in a world of pain. You're going to see them spawning all the way near the A flag. It looks like they might be able to capture it back, but the Denial members, they're going to push up, try to keep Rise contained for as long as possible.
Zuma missed the player coming to his right. Now he's going to spot it. Sloppy shots, but he will finish the kill. Unfortunately, he will fall. But Wheats and Pac-Man are trying to take over the middle of the map. Let's see what Rise Nation can do. They have 1 flag, but they desperately need to get out of this 2-cap situation because on Octane, it seems the easiest map for one team to pull away.
Oh yeah, no lead is safe on Octane and Rise. You know, props to them. They were able to break out of that in a fairly short amount of time. You know, they got that spawn near Motel, immediately captured A, and now they're fighting for mid-map control. And Pac-Man, he has an important decision to make here. As he picks up this kill at Broken, he has 2 plays he can make. He could hold this spot for his teammates who are on B, or he could think ahead of the game and try to push in for this 3 cap.
Let's show you what Wheats is up to for a moment. He's going to get B, it looks like. No, cut down just short. Pac-Man on the opposite side trying to capture C. Both cut down, make it all 4 dead as Study and friends will clear the way. Now he's going to be working for this B flag that was neutralized, but big plays coming out from both squads here in our first 2 minutes.
And now it's going to be Denial taking control of the B flag. So right now we're watching Study. He has the SMG in his hand, gets taken out. So 2 go down. Now let's see what Rise want to do. You see they have a pretty good setup around the map. But Saints, as long as he holds down this position, Rise won't be able to jump on B.
It was all up to Saints there to protect this B flag, but look at the positioning as Wheats wants to get very aggressive. He's cut down by another Remington, going to attach our player with the highest KD in the in the COD League. And I want to see what he's up to with the Remington on the far right side. You can see Pac-Man trying to stack up on that B flag. Will get cut down, or will he? He's on a 8-4, make it 9-4 spree. Pac-Man going huge there with the double kill.
Yeah, and there you go. Going to throw down that trophy system. Usually the rule of thumb on Octane, when you're spawning on A side, if you don't have a line of sight on the broken Jeep, you don't want to hop on the B flag. And that's exactly why Pac-Man, they didn't have any control in there. He was so close to capturing it, but once one player from Denial was able to get control of that Jeep, they get a clear line of sight into the B flag and easily take him out.
Revan, I have to say I'm really loving the new orange hit marker when it has that death bullet. So here we go. Pac-Man back on your screen is leading his entire squad at 10-5, make it 10-6 with 3 captures already. Zuma, though, on the other side of things, dropping 12 kills to start off game number 1.
And once again, Rise, they're able to capture B, but as soon as the Denial get a couple down, they put pressure right back on the B, and now it's back in their control with Study putting pressure onto A. We're watching through the point of view of Saints trying to call off the bus. Rise, they jump onto B, Saints peeks out, but Looney's there with the crossfire. All
right, going back over to replays now, you can see the A flag being retaken here by this Rise Nation squad. Replays trying to make sure B stays in his team's favor, but Denial will lose that B flag. It's Attach and friends pushing out once again. Looney was there on the B capture, but Attach, I like his positioning, top broken. Now has a choice. Does he go over to C, or does he just keep slaying here from top broken? Feels the pressure and gets the knife right there on replays.
Good anticipation as well. He knows there's a player bottom broken, wins that fight against Study, and they're pushing him for the 3 cap. 1 player bottom broken, but right now they are also losing the B flag, and these are big plays being made out of Rise because right now they're down by 21 points overall. So just cutting the lead by any means, and right now Denial, they're not getting any points. This is a really good end game for Rise.
Huge stuff going on in the last minute here from Rise Nation. I can't switch off of Attach until this man dies. He's killing everything. Finally, a knife to the heart, but you can see the B flag in favor of this Rise Nation squad. They're climbing right back on the scoreboard, still down about 15 points, but this was an enormous comeback in a game that was looking out of control.
Yeah, it's really weird because if you look at the scoreboard, you could kind of figure that Rise actually have more kills than Denial. But despite that, Denial are going to go into the half with a bit of a lead. It could have been more, but Rise were making huge plays at the end of the game. You see Saints there in the round and a kill cam. And, you know, if I'm on Rise, I kind of like the position I'm in right now. We were down by a whole lot in the early game. We've brought it back to within 13, and 13 is really not that much on Octane.
So here we go, side number 2, Rise Nation trailing by 13 points at the start. It'll be Pac-Man, your objective player on your screen. He's going to be making a move along this left side of the map. Going to have a teammate working with him, and he's unfortunately not going to be able to get the first kill. His teammate Attach also falling, so that means Wheats needs to keep the middle of the map clear all by himself.
Yeah, I think the game plan for Wheats here is if somebody moves onto that B flag, he's going to try to make a play for this broken Jeep, but you can see that now they already have that cut off. You see through the Oracle mode, there's a player sitting right at the sandbag there, so if Wheats peeks out, oh wow, he actually spots him, takes out replays. Solid shots from Wheats.
Meanwhile, over here at the motel, it was Looney trying to cause a problem. Pac-Man pushing up on B, trying to take over that position and get the cutoffs, but it's going to be Pac-Man and Attach as Wheats will fall on the right side. Both players in trouble as Zuma once again is going to help his team break out.
Yeah, so far nobody really making a play for the B flag, and as long as B remains neutral, I think that now they're going to be happy with that. It's actually Rise that has to make the first push onto B.
What do you think of this move? While they're taking
Very
B,
smart
just
play. I love
grab
it.
the C flag.
Yeah, so you can see on the mini-map, they're worried about C. One player's going to drop back. If Study wins this gunfight, he could go for the full capture. Unfortunately, that's not the play, but at least that's one person less on the map they have to worry about. So Looney, the last one alive, they know he's on C. This is a perfect time for Denial to make a play on B, which is exactly what they're doing.
How big can Looney go? Tries to get in on B, but no, won't be there in time. Saints is going to be still set up in the middle to protect. He's already put up 19 kills, really turning it on this second side after a slow start. And I want to see what Saints is going to do from back Humvees. The answer is absolutely nothing. Last man standing here for Denial is Study. Study getting tagged up from once again. It's Attach, who's already reached 24 kills.
Man, really good play from Rise being able to retake control of that map. But that whole play was set up by Study being able to get behind enemy lines, getting a neutral on the C flag. Even though he was taken out, he forced Rise to worry about their home flag. They all dropped back for C. Denial made a push onto B, but right now Rise, they're once again going to stabilize on C and B control. And right now the name of the game is just holding down the map. You want to at least take the lead before you're going to push up for that 3-10.
Yeah, Attach playing so cautious, and it didn't pay off for about 45 seconds. He was just wandering through the middle, did not pick up a single kill, and during that time you're going to see one teammate push all the way over to C for Denial, and it's going to be Saints hopping this B flag. Plenty of support coming in from players like Replace and Study.
Man, take a look at the mini-map.
Ooh.
The 3 players that weren't on the flag for the Denial were pushed up near the broken side of the map. And Rise, they all got a back broken spawn. They pushed up, got the kills, and now they're putting the pressure right back onto Denial. The B flag back in their control. What happened there
for Denial? They had map control, they had B control, and just like that, 4 down and Rise Nation back with B.
It's the same thing that happened to Rise a few seconds before that allowed to Denial to recap B flag. Rise, they had map control. They just weren't able to pick up the kills. It seems like both these teams favored being on the move and being the ones to make the play happen instead of being stationary and holding the spots on the map.
Attach on a 5-point spree, Looney on a 7-point spree, and Looney is going to go for this back flag at A. Nice shots through the window of the Hummer. One more player coming up. Big support coming there from Wheats with the Remington, and that is going to allow Looney to survive through a few grenades. Looney now defending himself, going for his 9 spree, and Looney actually is going to be in the double digits for this point spree. Out of ammo with the Remington, has to switch over to a new one.
And he's going to have to make this big kill on the B. Actually, that's going to be attached there. Huge plays coming out of Looney, though. He's on a 10-point spree, make it 11. As Rise, once again, they're coming alive in the final minute and a half of the game. They've taken the lead, and they had to now pin back way back in the strip club. Just take a look at the mini-map throughout all of this spawn trap. You see Denial, they had 2 plays to make. They could either overextend towards C or try to rotate back and try to pick up A flag. It looks like they're going to try to rotate back, but they're just getting slayed as soon as they make a move happen.
I mean, I don't want to switch off of Looney because of this ridiculous spree. 13 points finally before he's cut down. Pac-Man, they're in position to protect A. You can see on the mini-map the desperation from Denial, down a full 30 points. Only one player on the B flag. Saints is immediately dropped. Zuma on the opposite end trying to grab this C flag as they are being 3 capped still. Finally, it looks like they will have 1 flag back, but this game, Revan, it's over. Rise Nation pulling away on side number 2, and it was absolute domination between Attach and Looney that made it happen.
Man, Attach 36 and 16. This is why he was one of the most sought-after players coming after MLG Anaheim. This is why he's one of the best players in the league right now. You see in his stats, and you see him backing it up here in the first game of the series. Just an absolute amazing performance by Attach.
Talk to me a little bit about Attach, because I know being in the Curse organization, you've seen this guy quite a bit in the last year.
Yeah, clearly he's got a lot of talent, but the one thing about him is that he's young, and we all know young teenagers, they tend to make a lot of stupid decisions. So Attach, now he's on a team with a lot of mature players. I mean, Pac-Man, Weeds, they've been around the scene forever. Even Looney, he's starting to reach that veteran status of the scene. So these guys are able to act as a mentor for Attach and kind of guide him in the right ways. And we could see what kind of beast Attach can develop to if he continues on this track.
Incredible stuff. He's going to drop 37 and 18, almost double positive here to get, actually more than double positive there, with 3 captures as well. On the other side, you know, there was 28 kills. I believe that was coming from Saints. But in the end, Denial just couldn't keep up in the slaying category. They're going to need to turn that around as we enter S&D.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Even the captures, Pac-Man himself had 7 captures.
Yeah, let's go to the stats one more time
OB
here,
Jade, out Slade, Rise, they just outplayed their opponent overall in that game. There you can see the final stats. Replays 13 and 24. We're going to be looking for him to step up for Denial going into the second game. But just an overall good performance from Rise there on Octane.
All right, guys, keep your tweets coming in. Who do you think is going to take this series? One of you who guesses the right team will be taking home your very own Scuf. All you got to do, hashtag Scuf Showdowns and hashtag the team you hope to win. We'll be right back with Game 2 of our Scuf Gaming Showdown.